Hello, my name is Phil Herman. I'm Superintendent of Hudson City Schools, and thank you for tuning in to this week's update. What an incredible week. It has been the first time since March that we have had in-person classes in Hudson City Schools, and it has been an absolute joy to welcome our students back into the buildings to begin the year and to see our students getting underway as they start their in-person classes and their virtual learning option classes within the school district. Overall, our students and staff have been amazing this week. Our students have reminded us of really what it means to be adaptive and to be resilient and to be flexible as they have adjusted to different safety protocols and have done a really good job in learning about and implementing mask wearing, the hand sanitizing, the cleaning procedures, and the 6-foot distancing, particularly in their structured times during the day. We're working on the 6-foot distancing and working on 6-foot distancing reminders in some of the unstructured times, everywhere from high school lunches, both inside and outside of the building, to if you've ever seen a class of 5 and 6-year-olds walking down the hallway and the front of the line stops, with 5 and 6-year-olds, the back of the line doesn't stop and they just kind of bunch up and we have a little bit of a traffic jam there. So again, our teachers are being creative, and I've seen airplane arms this week. Put out your airplane arms, now turn your airplane arms sideways. All right, let's start down the hallway. And surfing. I've seen entire classes practicing surfing down the hallway in order to ensure that distance. And so they're getting it figured out together. And I want to thank our students for their efforts to really just learn these procedures and get them into place, and thank our staff for the creative ways that they continue to adjust with our students as well. We've also had some challenges this week. Like the beginning of any school year, there are some transportation kinks to work out, and for the most part, transportation's gone well for the opening of school, but that will continue to get more efficient over the course of the next couple weeks, just as we continue to learn our stops and the schedules and revise and make adjustments. One of the adjustments we made this week was to the Eastwoods parent pickup. That was rough on the first day, and then they adjusted those procedures, and that is getting more and more efficient at the end of the day as well. We've had a few bottlenecks coming into the younger elementaries as students are going to the hand sanitizer stations, and so we're continuing to make adjustments to those processes to make that go a little bit more smoothly. Of course, technology is always a bit of a challenge at the beginning of the school year, and we are implementing more technology with more devices than ever before. With over 4,700 student devices and thousands of devices in the school district, there are going to be a few bumps in the road and kinks to work out, but I want to thank our technology team and our staff for continuing to just make those adjustments as we go, and that will continue to get better as well. And of course, one of the greatest challenges this week was our first cases of positive cases of COVID-19 in the school district. So far, we've had 1 staff member and 4 high school students and 1 middle school student who have tested positive. And as you know, so far, these cases are not cases of in-school spread, and that is something that we're going to continue to watch very closely and work with the health department about to monitor, because that would certainly be a concern if we begin to see cases of in-school spread. And we've sent some messages about that this week. And some of you may be saying, why is the school district sending these messages? Well, for multiple reasons. One, we told you that we are going to tell you. We want you to be informed, and we're going to tell you when there are positive cases of COVID-19 in schools. Additionally, last week, Governor DeWine said that he's going to be issuing an order regarding requirements for how schools must report and communicate information about positive cases. And the main goals of that order are to ensure that parents are notified if their children have been in contact with someone who is a positive COVID-19 case. Secondly, that parents are notified if someone in their child's building is COVID-19 positive. And third, so that the public is aware of cases in their local districts. And so that order is not been issued yet. And so our processes and our communication processes may change a little bit once we're able to see it. But regardless of what the order says, we're going to continue to communicate with you when we have new cases. And we can already see when we issued back-to-back messages that it could be difficult to keep track of those cases. And so we're working on a dashboard for our website to help just simplify that information and make it easier to understand and to follow along. So our intent is to keep you informed, but not to overwhelm you with the messages. And so we're going to continue to revise that process as well, particularly once we see the governor's order. Today, on Friday, we begin streaming for grades 6 through 12 with the students in the hybrid that are at home, and connecting via Zoom in grades K through 5. And the academic base is going to pick up as we move into next week. As with any major technology effort, we know that there are going to be some challenges, some bumps in the road with technology. And as you can imagine, even if you participate on a Zoom and you're in a new platform, sometimes it's hard to even find the mute or unmute button. And so in these next few days, we've asked our teachers to give our students grace as they navigate through the use of these technologies. And we're also asking that we give our teachers grace as they navigate through these new technologies. We certainly want to be aware of the problems and the issues and the challenges so that we can mitigate them and work through those challenges and streamline the processes so that we can get engaged in learning more quickly in the weeks ahead. But we also want to make sure that we are supporting our students and staff members as they are striving to work through new technologies, and we want to support them while they are working on it or problem solving through those challenges or issues. Parents, I want to thank you so much for your support as we got this school year underway this week. We know that we can't do what we do without you, and I am grateful that we are doing it in this community where education is valued so tremendously, and that you give us as a school district so much support. Thank you for helping us get the school year off to a great start. Again, thank you for tuning in to this week's message. I hope that all of you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend and that you have a safe and healthy week.